Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shantel of So Shantel, and today I am hooking you guys up with a super easy recipe. Now I know I say that a lot, but let me tell you, this one is really easy. Maybe I could learn how to talk. So tonight we're making sausage meatballs with pasta. So I seriously think this is one of the easiest things I have ever seen. I saw Jamie Oliver do this, I think on the Food Network, and I was obsessed from the moment I saw it. So for this recipe, you're going to need some Italian sausage, and I got the hot sausages, some pasta. So I'm gonna try this Bonza chickpea pasta, marinara sauce, enough for your taste, some fresh basil, and some mozzarella cheese. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and start warming up a pan, and we're gonna get working on our meatballs. So let's do this. So I have my pan on warming up right now. It's on medium heat, and I'm gonna apologize in advance. You guys are probably gonna hear the dogs walking around and shaking and doing all the things. It's almost their dinner time, and let me tell you, they get antsy and no one can stop them, I'm telling you. Okay, so here is how this is gonna go. So I have the sausage here, and you can do this one of two ways. You can either cut the casing off, or you can just pinch and twist. So I'm gonna pinch and twist so I can show you guys what I mean. So we're going to make approximately like 4 meatballs out of this, and I will show you how. So right here, we're going to do this. Just pinch it out, and this is one little meatball. So it could seriously not be any easier. You don't have to season them up because they're already seasoned sausages. So this is all I'm gonna do. So when I put them in the pan, it's not to put them in there to cook them all the way through. This is really just to crisp them up on the outside, and then we're gonna put them in the oven so they can finish cooking. So let me get this last little guy out. And we're going to keep this party going. And that's all I'm doing, is just kind of forming them a little bit, and I hope you guys can see me. So I'm just doing 1 pack of sausages. You guys are welcome to do as much as you would like to do. So I like to kind of do this, like pinch it in the middle and then get 2 on each side, because it just makes it a little bit easier. So I'll roll that a little. And they don't have to be the same exact size. We're not going for perfection in any way. We really just want them to get a little bit crispy on the outside, and they're gonna cook the rest of the way in the oven. So the meatballs are gonna cook on each side for just a few minutes. And again, it's really just to crisp them up. And if you guys notice, I did not put any oil in the pan, and that's because the sausages are already pretty fatty. So I don't wanna add to an already oily situation, or, you know, it has the potential to be oily. So just be careful with that. But again, you know, do you, like, who am I to say? The sizzle is for real. It smells so good in here. It sounds incredible. Like, this sizzle, she came to work. She came to work. So with some tongs, I'm gonna start turning them to see how they're looking. And that is a perfect little crisp right there. So hopefully you guys can see that. That's kind of what we're looking for, just to get them browned on each side. So I'm gonna give these guys a little turn. And if they're not perfect, again, don't worry about it. You guys, like, you know, it's not a cooking competition. Nobody cares, honestly. And once these little guys are finished, seriously, nobody cares. Can you guys even hear that sizzle? Oh, I'm in love. I am in love. Now that we have these guys in there, I'm gonna go in with my marinara sauce. So get the marinara sauce of your choosing. This is the one that I happen to like. So I'm gonna start with 1 jar. Oh, I love that sound. And you just wanna put as much as you prefer. So I like things to be really saucy, which is why I have 2 jars. I don't like my pasta to be really dry. So I may go in with half of the second jar and call it good. I think that's about half. That's about half. All right. So half it is. And then I'm gonna cover this with some foil, and I'm going to put it in the oven 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes, I'm gonna check it, make sure that all of our little meatballs are nice and cooked. And then we're going to top this with some shredded mozzarella cheese. And oh my gosh, oh my gosh. While the meatballs are cooking, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup in the kitchen. And when they have about 15 minutes left, I'm gonna start this pasta. So I've never used this specific pasta before. So it says that we need to cook it for about 7 to 9 minutes or until it is to your likeness. So is it likeness? Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. You guys know what I mean. In any event, so I did want to try this one out because it does have more protein, more fiber, and less carbs than other pastas. So we'll see. I've heard a lot of great things about Banza, so I'm excited to try it. So we'll be back. All right guys, so we have a few minutes until our sausage meatballs are ready to go. So the water is boiling. I'm going to put the chickpea pasta in. We're gonna give that a stir, and this is gonna cook for 7 to 9 minutes on a simmer. And then we'll see where we are. So this is just gonna cook to whatever your desired firmness is. I'm not a huge fan of like al dente. I like it to be cooked a little more than that. So I'm gonna check it at about the 9-minute mark and see where we are. So while this is going, we have just a few more minutes for our sausage meatballs in the oven. I am going to shred that mozzarella because I'm gonna tell you what, I know it's super convenient to buy the shredded mozzarella already done in the bag for you, but when you do it yourself, it is so creamy and delicious. That goes for any cheese. Take my word for it, just spend the extra few minutes. Thank me later. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there is an actual sizzle coming from the sausage meatballs. So I just took them out of the oven and I'm gonna show you guys. Ooh, that is hot, baby. Oh, look at those bubbles. That is what we're looking for. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna give this a little stir. We're gonna put some cheese on this. And oh my God, you guys, look at that. Look at those meatballs just looking good. Just looking all delicious in there. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So I'm gonna bury those little guys back in there. And now for the deliciousness. So we're going in with about a cup of shredded mozzarella. So this is what it looks like. And this is the stuff that I just shredded on my own. So I'm gonna sprinkle this over and I'm going in hard, you guys. I'm going in hard. You know, why pretend that we don't actually want an entire cup of cheese in here, you know? And then every time you put a serving together, you know that it is just singing with cheese. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So this is gonna go back in the oven for about 5 minutes so that all of this delicious cheese can get all nice and shredded. I'm gonna take our pasta, I'm going to drain it, rinse it, and then we're about ready to assemble this piece of heaven. Chef's kiss. We are ready to throw down. So we're gonna put this together. This is everything complete. That is the pasta on the left that's been drained, rinsed, and it's ready for consumption. And those are the sausage meatballs. You guys, look at how good that looks. That cheese melted so beautifully and there's tons of it, so everyone is destined to get some. Let's put this plate together and try not to eat it so fast that we burn our mouths clean off. You guys, these noodles turned out so good. I didn't salt them. You're welcome to do that. You're welcome to add any spices that you want. I left them as is because the sausages do have some salt in them. The marinara also has a little bit of salt in it. So let's move over to this bad boy. So we're going in. We're going to get some of this cheese. We're going to get some of these sausage meatballs. Oh my gosh. And then we have plenty of sauce, so we want to make sure that we go in on that sauce as well. I mean, you guys, look at that. Look at that stretch factor. That is a thing of beauty. Going in with a little more sauce, maybe one more sausage meatball. And I mean, come on. And then, I know you guys are saying, so Shantel, what happens to the basil? Let me show you. We're going to take our pretty basil, we're going to sprinkle it right over, and this basil sends this pasta like right over the top. Right over the top. Can't say nothing. Look at that, you guys. Oh my God, oh my God. Let's put a fork in here and eat this. It's time to go in. I finally got the plate out of my hands. So let's take a little taste and see what we're working with, you guys. Oh my God, it smells so good. So good. You know what? I wish I could feed you guys. I really do. I want to see your happy little faces. Let me not burn my entire face on this. So I am happy dancing. This is so good. This Italian sausage is the spicy Italian sausage, and it has a perfect kick. Not too spicy, not too mild. The chickpea pasta is cooked to perfection. It's nice and soft, but it's not falling apart. It is so good. I'm about to go share this with B. So I really hope you guys give this recipe a try. It is so super easy. The thing that takes the longest is putting it in the oven, or putting the meatballs in the oven for 30-ish minutes or so, but totally worth the wait. It is such an easy meal. I can't even tell you. So if you guys want to make this with the crushed tomatoes like I usually do, or with fresh tomatoes, whatever your vibe is, go for it. Make it your own. And make sure you comment down below and let me know if you tried it and if you like it. You can also tag me on Instagram at @SoShantel. And you know what? If you like this video, please make sure you smash that like button, you subscribe, and you click that notification bell, because all of that really supports my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys.